Hi, so now I'm going to talk about my bump skirt that I made for Miss Burlesque. Okay, so first thing I'll give you a look at it. Sorry, here we go. So the first thing I did was I made the belt here. Okay, so this is 4 pieces of fabric joined there and joined with clips here for easy rip-off removal. I will show you the clips. You need a tool for them. I bought them from a sewing store. They're actually for making homemade baby nappies, but they work awesome for burlesque stuff because they're strong enough to hold, but they're easy to rip off. I also, as you can see, put 3 here and 3 corresponding ones to my actual bump, well, my Georgette fabric. Actually, I think this is, it doesn't matter. The black fabric is a sateen, and I did it so that the stretch is slightly stretchy this way, just in case you had a big dinner or whatever, or you put on a bit of weight. It happens to everybody. Yep, 3 there, 3 there. Now, with the actual, this is organza, that's what it is. Organza, I did a quarter circle. Yeah, a quarter circle. Okay. And that means that when it falls, it has a nice, if I can show you the bottom here, it has a nice rounded shape, so it's not too square. So I got 2 quarter circles in contrasting colours and sewed them together with a straight stitch. I actually did a French seam there so that there was no fraying, because organza will fray like nobody's business. So you've got to make sure that you really hem it properly. I actually kept the factory thing for that because it's actually stronger than a hem I would make and cleaner. This is a fold over, if you can see that, because so you can see the fray there underneath, so you have to be very careful. There are foots on sewing machines that will do a fold over hem, but if you can't find them, all you need to do is you basically fold once and then fold again, and make sure that you pin it. It will be fiddly and annoying, but if you don't, you will end up starting like this and ending like that. Okay. So, and a French seam, which I mentioned before, is where you sew along. If you can see here, my original seam was here, between these 2. And then what I've done is I've flipped the fabric over, and I've gotten the raw edges, and I've tucked them under and sewn again. You can see that. Which makes for a very polished finish. It was used before we had overlockers. It's a lot cleaner than a zigzag stitch to stop your frame. Okay, and because you want it to have a nice drape, I pleated the inside. I think there's like 6 or 7 pleats in there, which gives it a nice full look at the bottom, at the top, that will drape nicely. It gives it that kind of, well, you can see the ripply look. And with the front, because everybody has a bit of a tummy, I did like a pointed princess thing, a little bit Princess Jasmine-y, but I kind of like it, just to hide your tummy a bit better for those who are a little bit self-conscious about their tummy like I am. And yeah, I made sure I had 4 clips, corresponding clips, and that also, it makes sure that it's on very securely, and also that you don't, if you use 4, you're not going to have the problem where it skews like that, which happens sometimes if you only use 1 or 2. This one will make sure that it's all together and firm. And, if you possibly need to, you can put it out on a bigger one. So yeah, that's how I made that. This is pretty easy. to make. It was just like a regular waistline pattern for a skirt, and the same here, except I added on the actual pattern, I got a pattern from, I think, Spotlight for a pencil skirt that had a waistline, like a waistband, and I copied that onto some paper, regular old kitchen paper. Okay, this stuff is like $1 at Woolies, and it's your best friend. And I just added the point with a French curve. But if you don't have a French curve, you can fold the pattern in half and just add a little semicircle bit, you see, there. And that's how I did it. It's pretty easy. All straight stitching, just making sure that your seams are all very tucked away because, especially with organza, it's see-through and it's very free. Okay, well, if you have any questions, just contact me. Okay, bye.